Today's back page is dominated by Gianni Infantino's fight to save his job as FIFA president, but there's a few other interesting stories that we've picked out for you. Let's start with the Daily Mail, shall we? And I need more signings, demands Maresca, Jack Gorn. And then just on the other side, Manchester City have stepped up their interest in signing Chelsea winger Pedro Neto. They say Chelsea want more than £65 million for him. And also, Mateo Kovacic, they say, set to stay at the Etihad, and City are continuing discussions over Lille's Ayoub Bouadi. That would be a good signing, while Tijani Reinders is wanted by Nottingham Forest. Let's move on to the Times. Dominik Szoboszlai, quoted by Ian Whittle in Chicago. Szoboszlai skippered Liverpool on their 3-match tour to the US. And it's some very interesting quotes about the new head coach. He says that Iraola doesn't speak after the game. I think every manager is different in his own way. That's how he is. He always prefers to speak the day after the game, which is fine for everyone. We have to get used to this. He also says, in terms of where he might play for Liverpool, midfield number 10, he could play right back, he could play everywhere, really, Szoboszlai. He said, I didn't speak to Iraola about that, but I think sooner or later he's going to tell me where he wants me to play. That is interesting. Let's move on to the Daily Mirror. In case you missed that yesterday, Luke Donald confirmed the qualification process for Team Europe for next year's Ryder Cup. And the Mirror is saying that, again, Donald has confirmed he will have 6 automatic qualifiers and 6 captain's picks. So he's basically picking half of the side himself. The process all starts at this month's British Masters, with just over a year to go before they aim for 3 in a row against the USA at Adare Manor in Ireland next September. Lots more analysis.
Manchester City may be about to trigger one of the most unexpected transfer battles of the summer, and the player at the centre of it is already wearing Chelsea blue. Pedro Neto has emerged on City's radar as they build a short list of possible wide attackers. But this is not yet a bid, an agreement or a deal close to completion. The real story is what must happen first, because City's interest could depend on whether Savinho walks away from the Etihad. Sky Sports have now discussed reports that Neto is among the names being considered. The Portuguese winger is direct, explosive and comfortable attacking from either flank. He can carry the ball at speed, beat defenders 1 against 1 and create chances before a defence has time to settle. Those qualities explain the interest, but the price could immediately turn this into one of the most difficult deals of the window. Chelsea are reportedly looking for around £70 million. They paid Wolves £54 million for Neto in 2024, and they are not believed to be actively pushing him out. That means Manchester City would not be negotiating with a club desperate to sell. They would be dealing with a Premier League rival who knows exactly how expensive elite wingers have become. And here comes the first major twist. Neto previously worked under Enzo Maresca at Chelsea. The new City boss already understands his strengths, his personality, and how he fits into a possession-based system. This would not be a manager gambling on a player he has only watched from a distance. Maresca knows what Neto can offer, and that connection may be one of the biggest reasons his name has reached City's shortlist. But the Savinho situation changes everything. Tottenham continue to be linked with the Brazilian, despite Savinho having signed a long-term City contract running until 2031. If Spurs turn their interest into an acceptable proposal and Savinho decides he wants a new challenge, City could suddenly have a major vacancy on the wing. That is when the Neto story could move from newspaper speculation to a genuine transfer chase. Yet City must ask themselves a difficult question. Would they really sell a younger winger and then spend close to £70 million replacing him with a player from Chelsea? Neto offers Premier League experience and proven attacking quality, but his injury history cannot be ignored. During his time at Wolves, hamstring problems interrupted periods when he looked capable of becoming one of the league's most dangerous wide players. City would need to be convinced that he can handle the physical demands of a long season and justify such a significant investment. There is also the tactical question. Neto is at his most dangerous when he has space to accelerate and attack defenders. City often face opponents who defend deep, close the central areas, and leave very little room behind. Maresca would need to use Neto's speed without removing the control City expect to have in possession. But that challenge may also be the attraction. City have technical players who can dominate the ball. Neto could offer something different: sudden acceleration, aggressive running, and the ability to turn a slow match into a dangerous attack in seconds. Against organised defences, one explosive action can be the difference between control and victory. Chelsea's position will now be crucial. Selling a player of Neto's quality to Manchester City could strengthen a direct rival sell, so they are unlikely to make the negotiation easy. A fee of around £70 million may only be the starting point, especially if Liverpool or another major club enters the race. For now, there has been no confirmed City bid and no agreement with Chelsea. That is important. Sky Sports were discussing a newspaper report, not announcing a completed transfer. However, the pieces are beginning to connect. City are assessing wide targets. Maresca knows Neto. Savinho's future is being questioned, and Chelsea may listen if a major offer arrives. This could still disappear as quickly as it emerged. Savinho may stay, City may prefer another winger, or Chelsea's valuation may end the conversation before serious negotiations begin. But if Savinho leaves, Pedro Neto could suddenly become one of the biggest names to watch at the Etihad. Would Neto be an upgrade for Manchester City, or would £70 million be too much for a player with his injury record? Let us know in the comments and subscribe for the latest Manchester City news and transfer updates.